Hi Leo, welcome to your 23rd to the 30th of October 2023. So this is going to be general guidance messages from now till the end of October. So if you want a reading, there is now brand new readings in store. The shop has been rehauled. There is healing readings, soul contract readings, every different type of reading. I did a lot of work over the weekend. 2024 is on deal last week though, because it needs to go up. There's also a 6-month forecast. All readings are in the iDot or below. You can also join my personal network, so my personal community. Everything is below. Okay, so let's take a look. So with the Sun card reverse, some of you might be feeling drained, some of you might be feeling this can be someone who's got blocked solar plexus. This can be a person who's feeling drained, they're not feeling happy, but I've been noticing with a lot of people just general tiredness, okay? But we are in winter, so this can obviously be the reason. But some of you, it could be the people who are getting your energy and time are basically draining you. So some of you need to balance yourself out this week, okay? What are we seeing for Leos? Okay, Queen of Wands reversed. So a message here as well is some of you Leos are not getting what you want and you're not happy about it. Okay, I also get a rejection here as well. So what I'm getting here is some of you are dealing with a masculine, but this masculine is going to start ghosting or rejecting, or he already has. So I think Leo was sleeping with someone and this guy was using you for sex and attention and all of this, but he might have found someone new. Some of you he's going back to someone else. Okay, so what I'm saying this week is that some of you are really coming up as frustrated, you're coming up as triggered, but some of you in general who are single, I think it's more tiredness. Okay, Queen of Wands reverse can be someone who starts to have bad reactions because she's tired of getting the piss taken out of her. So this could be like the job you're in where they're just taking the piss, and you know, even someone said today like everything changes overnight, and it was good to hear a random stranger say that, because that's something I've noticed. Nothing is normal anymore. You know, it's just you can't even keep up, right? So I do think a lot of people are triggered by this because they feel very destabilized because they don't know what's going to happen from one minute to the next in many different ways. Some of you, again, it could be that you need to start thinking about a new job. Queen of Wands reverse with the Sun card, like you're really starting to become pissed off with having to go to a job or deal with a situation, and it's really, really triggering you. But be careful, because the Queen of Wands reverse is a fucking bitch. She is a bitch. She's a nasty piece of shit. She will be trying to go for people's jobs. She's aggressive. She's got really bad energy. People don't like her. This can be a woman who steals other women's men. Like, she's not a nice energy. So some of yous, it could be this week that shadow starts to come up within you. Just be aware of that. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with shadow this week, and you kind of need to be careful because you're getting a bit tested, okay? But sometimes, remember, it's necessary, right? In other words, if our life feels like people are taking the piss, I mean, we're going to get angry. Why wouldn't you? You know, if you feel like you're breaking your back and you're being loyal to people and you're really showing up in your job and you're not being appreciated, or this could be, for example, a lot of the workload is being put on you, you're naturally going to get pissed off. Anyone would. It doesn't make you a bad person. So what you need to weigh up this week is, am I just being a twat to be a twat, or is my anger and my frustration fair game? In other words, like generally people are taking the piss and I need to cap it now. Okay, but it could also be that some of you are kind of crossing the line with people and you're being too aggressive and you're being too nasty and you're starting to turn into the darker version of yourself. Just watch that, okay? Nine of Wands reversed. I do think for some of you this week, I feel like it's time to let a connection go. Someone has ghosted you. I feel like some of you, this person, you work with them or you see them on a day-to-day basis. And I feel like this is someone you were sleeping with and now they've rejected you and they're seeing someone new in the job or someone you know, and that's kind of difficult to take. But I think you need to just move on. What else does Leo need to know? Yeah, so you got the Four of Wands, okay? But it came up reverse. So some of you, it's the people that you're around, okay? So Four of Wands reverse, like some of you need to leave a home, or you're around a community of people who are just not supportive. Some of you are too isolated. So what I'm getting is some of you could be married, or you could be, but I feel like you're too isolated, right? So in other words, something needs to change for you, something that's basically stripping you of your power. You're not happy, your energy's not good. Okay, so I feel like for some of you though, you're coming up, so I was asking like what is the good stuff for Leo? The Ten of Cups. Okay, so the good stuff for some of you is that because you're in a powerful place, you're only bringing power players in. You know, so some of you Leos are sitting there going, what's this bitch talking about? Do you know what she's talking about? I don't know. No. Right, so some of you Leos, like, this is not for you, because you're acting right, because you're strong in yourself, because you're loyal to yourself, you're only allowing people who are loyal back. So you're just kind of confused. So the good stuff for some of you is there's a strong union here. For some of you, there's a partnership. So what I'm getting here is you're in a relationship and there's another person who's trying to test your relationship. So the Queen of Wands reverse could be another fire sign, or it could be a woman who doesn't have morals when it comes to other women's men. So this could be a woman who's trying to get on your man, even though she knows that you're with him, but your union is strong. The Ten of Cups. So there's nothing to worry about, right? Yeah, this bitch is testing it and she's trying to shooting a shot, but nothing's going to happen, because your partnership is very, very strong and you're very secure within yourself as a woman, so nothing's going to happen. I feel like for the Leos as well, there has been people around you who are trying to take what's yours. So because they're miserable, this can be like, for example, you've got a really good relationship or you're being successful, and because they're not successful and because they're single, they're bitter, they're salty, and then they're trying to put that into your mind, and you're just like, yeah, okay, enjoy the salt, okay? You're just not playing along, okay? So some of you, the good stuff is the Ten of Cups, okay? I feel like for some of the Leos who kind of chose the wrong person, what I'm getting here is the good stuff is that you're not holding on, because basically you want a truly, truly loyal partnership. So some of you, something is coming to its natural conclusion on the back end of the eclipse in Libra, but I feel like you're okay with it, because it's like, this isn't my person. This is not the kind of relationship I want to be in. It's not the kind of sex life I want to have. Like, this is not my person. So with the Nine of Wands reversed, you're letting go. That's the good stuff. Like, you're not holding on to things that are insincere. They frustrate you. They deplete you. You're letting go. So because this is certain friends as well. Okay, the world. Okay, so I feel like some of you are really in a good place this week. Okay, the world can be being in a really, really good place. So some of you, I feel like the ones who are being loyal to themselves, the ones who refuse to be used, exploited and disregarded, you're in a good place. And I really feel for those who are in a relationship, you're in a really good place. Okay, because I just feel like the family, the friends, the partner is so loyal right now and so supportive. But some of you, I feel like sometimes the good stuff is someone chooses someone else. So here's a good example. I met this guy years ago, and there was me and this other girl, and she's a Leo. Get on this, right? And he was going back and forth between me and this other girl, yeah? And he was a personal trainer and everything, and I really liked him and she really liked him, and we'd go to the class and we'd shoot our shot, yeah? And she got with him. She's still with him after years, right? Which is amazing to see, because I wasn't happy at the time because I got rejected, obviously. I was like, fuck, what the fuck, right? So I got rejected and she got chosen, and I was like, oh, it probably won't last. But it's weird, because I did him a tarot reading and I said, your woman's a Leo, and then she came along. That's so crazy, right? So the point I'm making is I always knew I wasn't going to be with him. I always knew that it was like attraction. But I seen a picture of them the other day on social media. So sometimes the good stuff is you're not the chosen one. And sometimes you're a bit salty because you got rejected. But in time, when you see those people still together and you've kind of forgot about that person and you've met your person, you'll be like, do you know what, actually, that's amazing. You know, because that's what I thought when I seen them still together, right? Whereas back 4 years ago, I'd have been like, fuck them, fuck her, like, you know, salty. Okay. Right, naturally, because I got rejected. So trust the motherfucking plan, Leo. Okay, trust the plan. Because sometimes rejection is protection, and sometimes it's just fate and destiny taking place, okay? So some of you, yeah, you've been rejected, or you are going to be rejected, and for the decent Leos, take it with grace, because time will reveal to you it was the right decision. For those who are kind of in a relationship though, and you're kind of in a supportive community and you're really focused on yourself, this is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. You know, no bitch is your competition. You're treating yourself well. You're in your crown chakra. you're protecting your peace, you're giving your energy to people who are supportive, hence the 2 arms that are really strong, and you're being there for people, but you're also not allowing people to take the piss. I think for some Leos, like, you're really given to like friends, family, people who matter right now. I feel like when it comes to the opinions of other people, unless the people matter to you, you're not listening. I'm not trying to be rude. It's like, unless those people like really have value in your eyes, you're just not listening. Judgment. But I think some of you need to take this approach this week, which is what we've just said. Sometimes when we're rejected, it can make us nasty and bitter and reactive, but you need to stay classy. And trust me now, time will show you that it was the right decision, okay? And if there is some woman who's trying to trigger you, it could be the ex of your person, or it could just be someone who's trying to get in on your partner. I feel like this person is in your partner's work, so I feel like they work with them, or they spend a lot of time close to them, and they might be like flirting with them, and this might have got back to you. Because the thing with a man is, if he's constantly got a woman flirting with him and he loves a woman, he's gonna tell the woman, because he's going to be panicking, right? He's going to be like, but what if like something gets said and then me woman's like. So when a man really cares about us, he'll tell us, and he's not doing it to make us jealous. What he's actually doing is doing it to protect himself. He's like, okay, so this girl at work, and like she keeps like, and I think sometimes he does that so you're aware of the situation, so that if she does anything, you don't start going, why didn't you tell me? Okay. But I think for Leos this week, be careful with your reactions. There's no need for you to go getting into bitch fest or bitch fights with other women. Just look at the bitch in the eye. Like, we know where it's at, yeah? And that's all you have to do. You know, just look the bitch like, yeah, okay, he's told me, we know. And some of you, there will be kind of a showdown this week where basically something is said, basically. But some of you Leos are doing really, really well, and I did do your reading last week. I just forgot to upload it. I've been exhausted. I can't put into words. People were like, Lisa, where's the Leo? I was like, I don't fucking know, okay? Like, I don't know where my own ass is right now. What do you mean, where's Leo, right? But yeah, I'll make sure this one gets uploaded. Okay, what else do we need to know for Leos this week? Yeah, like, some of you, though, I'm going to be honest, this is about basically some of you are dealing with a fuckboy. I feel like some of you are pursuing something that's not yours. Some of you are in a marriage or you're in a relationship, and the good stuff is that you have to leave this connection. You have to leave this marriage because it's just not for you. It's blocking your happiness. It's making you triggered, frustrated. Some of you, it's a job. Some of you are in a job where it's clicky click. So it could be like family. It could be people who, I just think it's not your place, like you're not supported there, you feel like it's favouritism. So some of you Leos need to put an end to a situation, definitely. Tell me more for Leos this week, please. 6 of Pentacles, not refusing crumbs. You know, this is about wanting equality, wanting fairness, right, wanting respect. And I do think for some of you, that's what you're actually frustrated by, because you're not being given it. So some of you, the Queen of Wands reversed is a fair reaction to the treatment that you're taking in a job. It's a fair reaction to how a man is treating you, how certain people are treating you. And I think you're at breaking point. Okay, but you don't have to have big reactions. You just simply need to start looking for another job. You need to block his ass. You need to cut these people off. You need to stand your ground. But just be careful, because you could pop off this week. Queen of Wands can be someone who just hits someone or just basically has a really bad reaction, okay? You could get arrested, okay? So, deceit, reversed. And that's what I'm getting for Leos as well. Like, I really feel like for a lot of Leos, you just want support. You want to be in a good community of people. You want to help people. You want a partner who's loyal to you, who you don't have to second guess. You want happiness. You want love. You want sex. You want bliss. Okay? Magician in the mirror. But you need to look at yourself, because your reality is a projection of yourself. And some of you, it's you who's causing this. So someone's been going in and out of your life. Someone keeps making you second guess yourself, or you keep second guessing yourself when it comes to taking a new road, closing the door. Or you cut people off and then you let them back in. I think it's time to make final decisions. Okay? Storm warning. I will say that for for Leos this week, there is a Gemini, Virgo or Aries. I feel like it's a masculine, it could be a feminine as well, but the storm warning could be a reaction that you have this week to basically somebody. Magician rules Mercury, which is the mind and speech. So this is someone whose mind is being consumed by something, but it could also be the storm warning is that something gets said this week and there could be a bad reaction. Okay? Storm warning is about inner turbulence that you're feeling as a Leo, but remember, anxiety and inner turbulence is there to basically make you take action. And that's why I'm saying, when people say, oh, like, being angry is bad, no, it's not. Okay, this is what I keep saying about the Matrix. Like, I just don't understand how people can go to these jobs and like put up with the shit they're putting up with and just be okay with it. It's crazy. I know sometimes it's like it's your bread and butter, you kind of have to, but the other side of the coin, you get to a place where it's like enough's enough now. I don't give a fuck, right? But some of you this week, you're at that place, but you have to be careful with your reaction. Okay, the storm warning is definitely basically having some kind of bad reaction to something you find out, or just something that's going on within you. Envy. And some of you're salty, Leo. I mean, I'll just say it, like, you're bitter. I feel like some of you are super jealous of a certain person. Could be a Gemini, Aries or Virgo. Some of you are super jealous of a person's relationship. So some of you, it could be an ex who's moved on with somebody else. I feel like with you, some of you are in like a kind of hard timeline, and you're not looking after yourself, and you're not leveling up, and you're not doing the work. So anybody who is leveling up and who is doing the work, you're like really envious of. Okay? And remember what I said, if you don't believe me, go on to Google and type in Queen of Wands reversed, and you'll see what kind of woman she is. She's not a nice person. She's jealous, she's nasty, she's a whore, she's just a horrible person. Okay, she's like that washed out woman who's just bitter over the younger generation, and basically that's it. Okay, this can be a woman who does, like, Queen of Wands can be someone who's a black witch, so she does like spell work on connections, and she does spell work, or she works behind the scenes in the company to like ruin a person's reputation. She could be a troll on the internet. She's horrible. That is not the woman you want to be. Now again, for those who've been rejected and you're watching your ex, or you're watching this person, I know it kills you. I know it is painful, right? When the person you wanted to be with just disregards you. Some of you, it's a fuckboy. So what I'm getting here is, this is a person you really wanted to be in a relationship with, and now he's met someone new and he's just not calling you back and he's rejecting you. You might know who this bitch is, which is far worse. You might be living through the internet, watching what they're doing, watching what she's doing. Nah. Don't do it to yourself, okay? On a serious note, I think some of you need to reconnect with your spirit. You need to trust. You need to get focus this week. You need to know that what is rejecting you is protecting you, and stop focusing on other bitches. Okay, that's their game. Focus on your own game. Okay, I know sometimes naturally we can do that when we're in a bad place. We're like looking through other people's lives, but again, I think you need to focus on you, what happiness means to you, what success means to you. Some of you need to get out there, reconnect in a new community, and it's going to take some time to get over this rejection, but you will. But the only way you're going to do it is by accepting that the rejection is really protection, because anything that's truly meant for you is not going to reject you. End of. But some of you this week, you're in your lower self, because the door to spirit is the higher self, and this is being connected to your crown chakra, whereas the door to spirit reversed is you're in your lower self. Some of you are feeling really powerless right now. You're jealous over other women. You're watching these people on the internet. Okay, like, you need to step into your power. And some of you are the opposite, and I've been seeing this for Leos. You're not in deceit. You're the woman in the world. You're really in your crown chakra. You're really leveling up. You're very attractive. People are really warming to you. You're supporting them. They're supporting you. So some of you, maybe you need to listen to the Leos who are doing it right. Because Leos in the power don't compete. They know it's just a silly waste of time. They don't envy other people, right? They're like, why would I envy other people when I can just do the work and get it myself? If a man rejects a Leo woman, or a woman rejects a Leo man, it's like, okay. But if Leos are unintegrated, they'll go into the lion, they'll go into the primal, they'll go into like the aggressive self, the frustrated self. And some of years it's a person who you just keep going back and forth with. And I feel like the message here is, this person doesn't work with you. They don't work with you. They're nothing but drama. They're nothing but triggers. They bring out your aggressive side. They trigger you. They stress you out. Like, is this what you want? Or do you want someone who brings you peace and just like, you know, you can feel secure and safe with, because they're not constantly having your head up your ass? So somebody isn't in some kind of fuckboy connection. It could be man on man, woman on woman, woman, man, woman. But you're in some kind of fuckboy connection, and it's just not good for you. It's not good for your nervous system. It's not good for your confidence. It's not good for your well-being. So I think you need to cut this loose. And some of you, I'm going to be honest, like what happens this week, the storm warning is brutal. This person just disconnects from you. They just cut you off. They just ghost you. This could be someone who breaks up over text message. It could be just someone who goes, you know, I'm done. And then you find out they're with someone else. But the worst thing about this is you're living through the social media, or you're having to see this person every day, and it's quite painful. So I do think for some of you, it's like it's kind of difficult to deal with it because of how the dynamic is. But in time, you're going to look back and be like, did I cry over that piece of shit? Like, I was envious of her. It's all front. Okay, remember, Instagram is a highlight reel of people's lives. It is not fucking real. Okay, nobody posts it. Well, some people do. But seriously, I feel like for Leos, it's a really good week. For some of you, it's not going to be a good week. You're going to be angry. There's lots of inner turbulence. There's lots of feeling rejected. There's lots of comparing yourself to other people. Some of you are really turning into nasty bastards. You're cutting people down. You're acting savage. Again, do you. But when the consequences come, don't moan about it. And some of you who are married or committed, you know it's time to leave. Some of you who've gave everything to that career for years, you know it's time to leave. You know? Stop waiting for cunts to wake up one day and see your value. Wake up now and see your own value and get out and make 2024 a whole different game. But for those Leos who are doing it well, let me take a deep breath, because I can't believe I'm about to do this, but well done. Okay, seriously, have a great week. If you want to book in a reading, there's brand new readings in store. 2024 is amazing. I've already done some Leos. They really like the readings, so that's cool. But 2024 is on deal for the last week. I've reduced it again. It's my own design, so it goes into the whole of 2024. But there is self-healing, there's soul contract readings, there's love readings, there's new readings in store. So check them out. I'll speak to you soon.